Hello guys, Phasia here, and I'm back playing some more Fallout New Vegas. Today, we are gonna go find the other personalities. Alright, who do we have here? Oh yeah, I go up. I've been through here before. Oh, that's Snake.
Not even
Not even close.
Let's deal. That how you wanna play, huh? You're just in time for your ass whipping.
Where is... Man, now I gotta go back up. Find really that up. Wait, this is the Abomination? Wasn't I already here? No. Alright, now we gotta go find Dr. Abomination.
Hello, henchmen. Welcome to my lab. I was informed by communication fluids that you would be coming to meet me. I am thankful you have arrived. Together, may we decimate the surface of the planet with our most evil inventions. No one is safe from our wrath. Ha, 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 ha.
So, why is one of the Dr. Disaster clones a little brain in a jar?
When the master copy decided to clone himself, he wanted to experiment with the concept of transhumanism, the concept of transcending one's mortal body. I am that experiment. All needless body parts have been removed. Only my central processor has been left, ensuring peak efficiency. All the nutrients I need is delivered to me through tubes. Only positive chemicals are regulated through my mind, ensuring no negative thoughts. I do not suffer. I do not feel pain. It is possible that I have become the ideal human. One day, all other humans may share this same state. They will revel in their liberation. Liberation from the dregs of their natural state. Ha, 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 ha. Insert audio gag normally contained within laughing here. Ha, ha, ha.
So, what do you do around here then? Looks like you can't really do much.
I am head of surveillance, not for security, but for observation. I observe the many active experiments in a natural setting, completely hands-off. I record all important discoveries, as well as store the information gathered during the initial experiments at this crater. I find that scientific investigation is often so sterile, too organized. How will we ever be able to apply our findings in a chaotic environment? The outside, open world is the best place to observe nature. Science untethered and unceasing. Sounds like a paradise, right?
Do you have any jobs for me?
I do not need much. I will not ask you to fetch anything. I will not ask you to kill anything. I will simply ask you to sustain my existence. The V13 medical interface over there simply needs repairing. Would you please repair that for me? There is no rush. However, without that machine, I will surely dry up in this tank. I will most likely start to rot within a day, and you would have to clean me up. Is that what you desire? to scoop the slimy remains of a rotting brain out of a foggy glass jar? If not, please proceed to the machine.
See you later, Doc.
Please return safely, and thank you for your services.
You open up the side panel of the machine and look at the wiring. The writhing mass of plastic tubes, constantly circulating this white-colored liquid. Stuff condenses on the outside of the tube and drips down like milk sweat. You're not entirely sure what the machine is for, but you figure that if you examine it for long enough, you'll figure something out. Remove potential blockage. Push the mass, start parting the tubes with your hands. The warmth and rubbery texture of the tubes makes you feel like you're digging into someone else's intestines. Discover in the back that they are tubes that are dry. Tracing the tubes back to the source, you find several which have clogged up after about the white liquid somehow solidified inside. The opening of the tubes and dumping the white mucus on the floor, you reconnect the tubes and the liquid begins to flow naturally. That part did it, maybe.
Greetings, henchmen. I've just been floating here, thinking about all things science. However, I am grateful for your presence.
I went and fixed that machine for you.
Thank you. That feels so much better. I was only kidding about the true function of that machine. It merely reflavors the biogel I consume. Normally, I am incapable of tasting the biogel. However, the machine fills it with a protein that is absorbed into my brain and gives me pleasurable sensations, somewhat similar to taste. Somewhat. Though satisfactory, it is ultimately not required for my survival. That was a small prank I played on you. Ha. 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 I have tricked you. But this next mission is not a joke. The main terminal I use to access the Big Mountain 2's surveillance has obtained a virus that has locked me out. I will need you to manually hack into it and run the antivirus, then return control back to me. Please do make haste, henchman.
See you later, Doc. So... we have to go level up. Operator. Arbitrator. Run antivirus prep. And access to Abomination Control.
Greetings, henchman.
I got you access back into your computer.
You have done well. I can now see everything you do. Everything in this crater. Thank you. But there is one problem. Without proper medical attention, I predict that my needs for survival may not be adequately supplied, especially in the regions of neurosurgery. Luckily, I have an Autodoc 3 to help me with that. Until it broke down recently. Can you please go find out what's wrong with it? I'm sure you'd be happy to provide me with medical attention, but let's just say that it's safer to rely on a machine designed to do just that.
See you later, Doc. Da-da-da. You don't need to be a certified brain surgeon to know that this thing is no longer up to industry standards, but Dr. Abomination doesn't seem to mind whether it's outdated or not. Aside from just looking like an ancient accident waiting to happen, you're not immediately sure why it's not turning on. Examine the medical equipment inside. You remember reading about these older models in the DC Journal of Internal Medicine. The Autodoc degree had a very short lifespan as part of a flaw in its design, and most people went on to replace them with newer models. This one is no different. It's amazing that Dr. Disaster got it working at all, but it seems that the inner mechanism is fried, a common problem according to the old journals. He diagnosed the problem as a beyond fixable.
Greetings, henchmen. I've just been floating here.
I regret to inform you that your Autodoc is fricked. It's just completely fricked.
How unfortunate. This means I can no longer live all the way out here by myself. At least not for longer than a few days. As much as I hate to admit it, this means I will have to move back in with the other disaster clones. They will provide me with medical care. I prefer the solitude of my own lab here in the divided sector, but in the interest of continued progress, I will relinquish my place here. Would you be kind enough to carry me back to Dr. Disaster? I can survive within this specially designed jar for a while, but only he will be able to put me back in a machine that can sustain my life force. You've been kind to me, henchman, and I want to reward you. But first, I ask you do this one more thing for me.
Well, thing inside of a... Okay. I'm gonna find the exit. No, we don't need to go to the underbelly. There we go. Alright, let's get back to the disaster dome, and I'm gonna end the episode there.
The world is full of mystery. What have you discovered while out on your adventures?
I discovered they have a brain in a jar. Dr. Abomination asked me to bring him to you since he can no longer live on his own. Seriously? Hand it over. Hey, buddy, what you doing in there? Finally decided to stop being a creepy loner? Appreciate you doing this for me, henchman. Dr. Abomination may be one of our more strange allies, but his system want to get him a new show on the disaster piece. Stop by Lab Alpha sometime and see how he's doing, alright? I guess you're gonna want me to pay you for this. Here's a bonus to your paycheck and also a few drinks for the road. See you later, Doc.
Yes, of course.
Ugh. That's gonna be for this episode, guys. If you enjoyed it, please like, subscribe, for the notification on the next video. Comment down below with my tips, suggestions, comments, whatever. Share, subscribe, enjoy my videos. And yeah, alrighty. Bye, guys.